Falcon Paladin fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Cheese Compilation of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And game number 1 of this Cheese Compilation will be between Tryouts and the Pyroman on Abiogenesis, the latter edition. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we've got the red Protoss player. His name is the Pyroman. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. His name is Tryouts. Alright, so red versus blue. ZVP, my favorite match of all time in StarCraft, whether StarCraft 1 or Brood War or StarCraft 2. It just consistently is amazing to me how great this matchup is and how varied it can be. You can see different stuff in every single ZVP you ever see in your entire life. I mean, sure, for a while there in Wings of Liberty, it was really all about Stalker Colossus Death Balls and then Zerg having to deal with that, so that was fairly samey. But at this point in the game of Legacy of the Void, it's just, you could see Immortals, you can see, I mean, Sentries, Disruptors, Phoenix, Colossus, Tempest, just everything from the Protoss side and everything from the Zerg side too. Thanks, special thanks to my screeners this time around. We had Jonathan, we also had Logan, who took the time to go through the cheese pack and say these are the best ones of the 38 that I received. I do want to say, I think I'm going to knock this down to once a month. We're getting cheese submissions and it's great, but it's just, I don't think it's enough great cheese. Enough really great, really truly creative cheese. Like this, for example, as the hatch is going down to the front door of the Pyroman. He is definitely trying to deal with it, stabbing away at it with his probe. Also, a zealot would be wonderful if you wouldn't mind making a zealot right now. A Pyroman, I think you would really have a great time with it. Zealot hacking away with this would just be incredible. Tryouts actually has his expansion too, so his natural's done. He just threw his third up here. Chrono boosting out an adept is not what you want. An adept is not that great at killing buildings, but I suppose you're worried about lings showing up, which is a fair concern, I suppose. But I think this is going to finish. Ladies and gentlemen, I really do think this is going to finish. Anyway, the point is, we don't get enough cheese like this. Of the 38, there were basically, 10 that were considered passable, and maybe 6 or so that were really good, and I want to get closer to 8 or 10 of those. So we're just going to do cheese once a month. Fail those other times possibly with Far Cry 4 streaming, Far Cry 5, whatever I managed to get into. So cheese will be knocked down a tiny bit, and I am planning on bringing back the One Trick Wednesday too. So 1 week will be cheese. The other week will be One Trick Wednesday, and then the other 2 Wednesdays I think are just going to be Falcon streams at something else. So here comes some drones. What on earth is going on right now? What are these drones going to do? Are they going to try to throw down spine crawlers in this creep? They're going to try to throw down spines in this creep. And again, Adept's not great at taking down buildings. I mean, sure, they'll get there, right? Eventually. But it's not quite like a zealot hacking on it. Okay, so cancel this one. Nope, didn't get the cancel. Okay, so you definitely want to cancel buildings that are going to die anyway. Getting the refund is super duper useful. So 3 adepts going after this particular spine crawler. They are going to be able to get it here. Yep, there's the cancel. Good job learning from the mistake there. But I think one of these is eventually going to go down. I'm going to start stabbing away here. Reaction from the Pyroman is going to go for a robotics facility. I just feel like zealots. Making zealots and gateways would have been a better thing to do here. Another cancel here. I think the Pyroman might hold. It's hard to say. It is hard to say. As some lings pop out of this hatchery too. This is why you got to kill this hatch fast, you guys. You absolutely cannot let this hatch finish under any circumstances. Queens are going to get made at it. Lings are going to pop out of eggs. Drones are going to make spine crawlers. And this might be it for the Pyroman. He had a small window there wherein he could do this thing. All right, all 5 of you focus on 1. Okay, now going after the hatch. That's actually not a bad idea. But no wants to save his natural nexus. Tryouts, on the other hand, is what right now? He's sending up lings. Okay, so slow lings, not that great, but in conjunction with spine crawlers and queens, right at your front door, Mr. Protoss player, it's just not going to go well for you. Yeah, I mean, adepts, I don't think are the correct response. I would have much rather seen zealots here, but props to the creative cheese out of Tryouts. All this stuff's going to die, and that's it. The Pyroman's gone. He goes with the rage quit. Tryouts is victorious. And the Pyroman has left the game. So fantastic little proxy hatch right in broad daylight. Again, Protoss players, what you want to do is toss out zealots. Make a couple zealots, hack away. You can kill this with some probe support before it finishes. And at that point, the cheese is done. You just move on to a regular game with a bit of an advantage. So, fun one. Let's come back with more cheese for cheese compilation number, I want to say 32, from Falcon Paladin in just a second. The Cheese compilation will continue with a game between Alchemy and Rainer here on the Neon Violet Square, the latter edition. And let's get right on into introducing these players. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we've got the red Terran player, Rainer. Possibly Jim. Also possibly not Jim. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Alchemy. It's kind of a fun name. Alchemy reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist. Really fantastic anime that I watched. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the one you want to check out, though. They actually made that one after the manga was finished, as the first version of the animated TV version was finished before the story was completed, and they just kind of made up their own story as they went along. Anyway, yes, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is what you want. All right, so Double Probe Alchemy is going to be your cheeser today, and let's see what the cheese will be. Oh, it's going to be a cannon rush. It's going to be a cannon rush here, so trying to sneak on up inside the main base. It's just a scouting probe, nothing crazy. There's a pylon. Pull. You gotta pull the SCVs to take this thing down. 2 of them. There, okay, maybe, perhaps a bit of an overreaction, but you know what? There's 3 pylons in your main. I kind of like it. Killing the probe is also a major... No, everybody can't kill the probe. Everyone cannot be killing the probe right now. You gotta take down some of these pylons. Oh, snap. Where did you guys go? You just got juked. And getting juked. Okay, so there we go. Probe down. Probe down. And I see you still have to kill these, yo. Okay, so probe number 2, backup probe for Alchemy is coming in here. This is great. This is hilarious. All right, so we're going to sneak in and get a cannon. At least start a cannon. Make another cannon. And again, try to stay alive. The staying alive part is real important here. 1 cannon down, not canceled. Another cannon down, not canceled. Another cannon perhaps will end up finishing here. Jukes. This is so much lost mining time for Rainer, though. But again, you cannot allow cannons to get down at this stage of the game. Okay, so probe down, cannon down, cannon down. All right, so far so good, I would say, from Rainer. He did manage to kill everything. Well, all the cannons that try to pop up here. It's 499 resources lost for Alchemy and nothing for Rainer at 17 to 15 harvesters. Rainer's doing just fine economically here, and he's alive. So that is a fantastic hold. Again, it is hard at the lower levels to know exactly how many workers to pull to make sure that you don't get cannon. Your opponent doesn't give you cannons in your main. And when in doubt, just do a lot. And that's what Rainer did. And it worked out for him. Look, he's alive. He's got a worker count that's very, very nice. Sending some Marines across the map here. Alchemy working on a couple gateways, but doesn't have anything done yet. Or no cannons inside his main base. Which just means I kind of feel like these Marines are going to be able to do a lot more damage than they otherwise would. Are you going to make Zealots? Oh, man, the Zealots aren't great. Zealots are not fast enough to be really good against Marines. I mean, the Marines just kind of move, shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot. Zealots can chase them all day. Although, this is, again, I don't think this is a very, very high-level game based on this cannon rush. Generally, if you want a cannon rush, start up here, man. Start over here in the darkness, where you cannot be seen, and then move in. Once your pylons are finished, it's a lot more difficult to hang on to. All right, Rainer deciding to wait for Marine number 3 here. He's working off a couple barracks. He's got 1 barracks, 2 barracks. One of them is reactors. So he's going to push with a lot of Marines here. Factory done too. A Cyclone would not go amiss, I'd say, for Rainer. Oh, are these Zealots actually going to come down and go for the attack? Wow, Alchemy feeling it. But the problem is, there are Marines. The Marines need to micro so much, though. Okay, so 1 manages to get away before he's dead. But yeah, Zealots right on top of Marines. Not what you want to see, dude. You guys are ranged. That is your advantage. If you don't have that advantage, you're going to die. Going through the Plinko machine. Plink, 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 plink. One of my favorite aspects of any map, really, of StarCraft 2 that I've ever seen. Plink, 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 plink. Additional Marines popping on out here. There are 6 of them. And the Zealots, where are they going to go? The Zealots are going to go for it, man. All right, so a couple Marines are going to die. But no more than that, just a couple. All right, so now pushing across. Again, this looks like... What are those ones? What are those styles of arcade games in StarCraft 2 where you just kind of send units across the map against each other? I guess it is kind of a MOBA style, right? Just little AI-controlled units just moving across the map against each other. That's kind of what that was. A little bit. Although Rainer's Marine was smart enough to actually turn around and go home when his other buddies died. Okay, so his natural base is under construction here. Warping into natural 2 is the Alchemy, and just going for basically gateway units here is Alchemy Twilight Council trying to come up as well forward of the Alchemy end. That's actually a starport from Raynor, so I like this timing out of the Raynor quite a bit. Another Marine push, trying to move across the map and get some stuff done. Perhaps he will... Oh, actually, that's a tech lab on that starport. Banshee, maybe. Would be pretty good. I mean, not bad at all. Is that a shield battery? That is, in fact, a shield battery for Alchemy coming up there. It's going to be able to defend his units at the top of the ramp. Very hard for Raynor to break this, I think. With a number of the units up here, with the ones, or with the support of that shield battery. Charge is being researched too. Got a Dark Shrine from Alchemy here. So Alchemy not in a bad position. He's up 25 to 24 Harvesters. He has 2 bases. He's got tech. He's teching up to Dark Templar, which can be exceptionally good, especially at these lower levels. Banshee in production for Raynor, though. That could be his secret weapon. Is Banshee. You know what? I think you got this, Alchemy. I know it's a lot of Marines and they're very scary, but killing a couple probes, hitting them from distance with the Stalkers, I like this very much indeed. And good old Stutter Step does finish off one of the Zealots. Again, the Zealots are just here to absorb damage for the Stalkers. Let the Stalkers hit. Let the Zealots be the ones to take the damage, because it's really hard for them to hit Bio when it's controlled by anybody who has any level of micro, as we can see here. Man, going back in, dude. I don't know about this. Just lost a Marine for essentially nothing. Your Banshee going to come over? Banshee needs to move over. A couple more Marines are joining the party here. I'd like to see... Man, this is really good back and forth. And Alchemy just kind of hanging out, making yet another shield battery, which I like to see Protoss players adopting the shield battery. I really do. It's very nice. All right, so are we just... I think like we're kind of just switching into a regular style game here. Banshee, it does reveal herself by finishing off these pylons inside Raynor's main base. I just don't know what to expect here from anything else. Tanks, Banshees. Oh, Dark Templar got in. What? Okay. Dark Templar got in while I was doing my fast forward thing. Let that be a lesson to me, man. Sometimes fast forwarding. Oh, they're warping in on this pylon. Oh no, Raynor. Raynor, lift. Lift the command center, Raynor. You have to do it. He doesn't have any detection. He doesn't have enough. Okay, there's the lifts. Trying to build an engineering base. We can get some supply depots. Is Alchemy going to come back and win this thing after failing? After failing on the cannon rush. Oh my goodness gracious. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is so bad. Raynor's forced to lift all of his things. Upgrade this to an orbital command, Raynor. You can do it, man. Upgrade it to an orbital command. Build an engineering base somewhere else. This DT follow-up has just been absolutely devastating to Raynor. Can he pull back? Can he get back in here? His orbital command is not on fire. The Banshees really just want to shoot in the general vicinity of these DTs, but they can't. They don't know that they're there. More DTs coming in. There's stuff to kill, guys. There is stuff to kill. Come on. Supply depot. Gonna go down. Oh, there it is. There's the orbital command. All right. So that pylon, or what do you want to do? You want to kill the pylon? You want to kill the DTs? There's the scan. Banshees might pick off one of these guys. They get out of the scan radius, though, and look at them hacking at these Marines. Another scan comes up. Marines are gone. Banshees are a much bigger concern here. One DT goes down. Another DT is going to go down. And another one falls there. Only one remaining. Okay, you could still maybe warp in some more. This pylon is not dead yet, Mr. Alchemy, and you have available supply and resources to do so. Raynor landing in his pocket expansion. Is it a warp-in? It's a warp-in of more Dark Templar here. Oh, SCV's getting hacked as well. This DT already has 6 kills. Goodbye, worker count. 43 to 12 workers right now. I don't know. I really don't know that Raynor can come back here. These hiding SCVs are Raynor's last hope. Gonna lose another orbital command because he doesn't lift it. Yo. And that's it. Raynor's gone. Oh, Raynor's gone. Alchemy is your winner. A failed cannon rush into a Dark Templar rush. 2 cheese for 1. And Raynor just wasn't prepared. Oh, fantastic. All right. That's it for game number 2 of the cheese compilation. We'll come back with game number 3 in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation. It's falconpaladin, everybody, with a game between Leon and Omamorki on Acid Plant, the Ladder Edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we've got the red Zerg player. It is Omamorki from the Pigpan, which are fans of Pig, which is a great, great StarCraft 2 content creator. He's basically taken up the mantle from Day9's dailies, where he used to go in-depth on different strategies in StarCraft check him out on YouTube. Pig. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we've got the blue Protoss player. His name is Leon. So this is a diamond level sent to me again at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. The best ones are chosen by my screeners. Again, thanks to Jonathan, thanks to Logan for getting these in on time to be cast. I really appreciate it. I know it's a lot of work to go through 38 cheese replays, especially when a patch has just been released and you have to reload the StarCraft 2 client every time you want to look at anything. Super duper annoying. Alright, so hatch coming down here for Omamorki. Already has his extractor. His gas is very early, which makes me extremely suspicious. And it should make Leon suspicious as well. Did he assume there's a spawning pool? I wonder if he assumed there's a spawning pool, because there's not. There's definitely not here for Omar. It's just now started. But I don't really have to worry about early lings at any point for Leon. Although, Leon's going double gateway anyway. So he should be prepared for anything that's going to come out of the Zerg side of things, no problem. And there's the Cyber Core, so probably 2 Adepts. 2 Adepts are your best answer to what Zerg can do against you early on. Stalkers are not great just because Speedlings are so good against them in every possible way. Burrow being researched by Omamorki. That's what the early gas was for. He's getting the Burrow upgrade at this hatchery and actually skipping Queen. He didn't even make a queen at his main base, and he's got Burrow being researched. That is absolutely insane from him. What, does he not expect to need macro in this game? I don't know. I really don't know. Baneling Nest. Oh, is he going Burrow Banes? I don't know what else it could be here. It's not a Roach Warren, so it's not Burrow Roach. He is getting an Evolution Chamber, possibly for Baneling upgrades. Again, I'm struggling to think of what else it could be here. Warp Gate coming up from the Leon, making a couple of depths as predicted, and it's a 1-base attack here from Leon. Double assimilator pop, tossing down here too. No sign of an expansion from him at all, and he is just walled off and ready to go. Shield battery coming up too. He is worried about aggression from Omamorki, which is probably good considering the fact that Omamorki is being aggressive a little bit. I mean, he's sending how many lings across the map here? That's 8. That's a good number. That is a big, big number. And he's got an Overlord in. Okay, ready to drop. That's what the Evolution Chamber is for the Drop Lord upgrade. Is he going to just Baneling Rain with slow? Or is he going to burrow Banelings inside the mineral line? Oh, man. Oh, there are some good options here for Omamorki. Is Leon supply blocked? Leon, don't be supply blocked, man. Don't do it. He is expanding now. He's got a couple pylons warping in here, too, so he should be fine eventually. But there is your Drop Lord. And these are your Banelings. Is sound turned on? Yeah, it is. You hear these guys hatch? There they go. Alright, that was weird for a second. So 4 Banelings waltzing on over in a Overlord. Maybe put some pressure. Oh, Banelings waddling into the natural base where there's nothing to kill. I mean, oh, burrowing. Those 2 burrowed. And these 2 burrowed here too. Oh, Leon. And these slow Banelings waddling over somewhere as well. It's going to walk right into this mineral line. I guess you could just explode. They're not exploding, though. They're basically making Leon say, I can't go back in there. I'll die. What do you do? I guess you make a forge. You could make a forge. Banelings trying to waddle into this work. Oh, big time hit. Big time hit. 8 probes go down. 24-19 harvesters. Omamorki has a nice lead. Oh, do you think you're safe? No. 25 probes dead. Leon's down to 2 probes. 2. You thought he was safe. He thought he was safe, but by golly, he was not. Okay. That might be it. That might be it for our game. Honestly, Omamorki's getting some static defense up at home. Slowlings coming on in. I mean, oh man, Leon is dead. He's got 3 probes now. He's trying to probe back up. I'm surprised he hasn't said anything. I honestly am. Zergling's hacking away at the natural base of Leon. Gonna do some more Baneling drops here. Adept's ready for this for Leon this time though. I kind of feel like that's the case. These Banelings don't want to explode because there's nothing for them to kill. And they don't really want to move either. Oh boy. You know what's going to happen here. I predict what's going to happen. Baneling's going to come in. The probes are going to go to the natural base and start working and then die. Is what's going to happen here. Oh, burrowed lings. Look at these burrowed lings attacking too. What fun with Burrow Omamorki is showing us today. Banelings coming on up. Run, probes. Run, probes. Get out of there. Okay, so they are, right? Burrow. Go to the natural base. The natural base is safe. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're good. Down to one probe, and the probe might die. No, lives, but that's it. A good game from Leon. 33-1 probe. Golly gee willikers, that was a good game. That is one that Jonathan actually sent me at the last second here today and said, I hope I can make it in time for you to cast this because it is a great game. And it was. Wow. Burrowed banelings used to incredible effect here at the diamond level. And a bummer of a game for Leon, but Omamorki creativity gets him the win. All right, Mortal Cheese coming your way from falconpaladin in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation. This is falconpaladin coming to you with a game between Sleepwalking and Casanova here on Blackpink, the Ladder Edition. In the top right-hand corner of the map, we've got the red Protoss player. It is Casanova. And his opponent in the bottom left-hand corner, the blue Terran player, Sleepwalking. All right, so Sleepwalking versus Casanova. It looks like Sleepwalking went random and popped Terran and told his opponent what he was, as a very genteel random player will do. I gotta say, I don't understand it. If I go random on ladder, I'm not gonna tell anybody what I am. The one advantage that I have as random is that you don't know what I ended up with, and my disadvantage is bigger in that I probably got a race I'm not as comfortable with. So I don't know, maybe if you're random, you're comfortable with everything and it doesn't really matter. So you feel like the advantage you get is not fair, and you want to help your opponent out a bit. Scouting anyway, as Casanova says, okay, you are Terran. You are an honorable random player after all. Probe Scouting SCB for Sleepwalking says, you know what? I'm really not comfortable with you being in my base. Let me chase you around for a while. See what I can do about removing you from said base. And there we go. Removed him from said base. Casanova trying to wall this off on Blackpink. It is a big ramp. Look at how big this ramp is. It is hard to wall off, but he's starting very nicely anyway. Casanova tossing down the gateway. Ooh, bit of a kiss there between the SCV, scouting SCV, and the probe, who ends up building the cybernetics core. And do you want to expand is the thing. Like, do you want to go one get expand? There's your double assimilator. You're doing everything but expanding, Casanova. I guess he wanted to get his stuff out a little bit more quickly, which I guess going against a random player, you're a little bit paranoid, right? Seems like it could be. Reaper in production here for the Sleepwalking forward pylon from Casanova. So this looks like a very standard 1-rax opener. Fast, what is it? 1-rax expand, fast Reaper expand. Ugh, you guys, I gotta tell you, I am casting this on Sunday night. I cast 2 hours and 45 minutes of Far Cry 4, streaming it on my channel. You might have seen that pop up on Sunday. Then I casted 4 hours with the Gauntlet. And then I did some Let's Play casting with Wade for another hour and a half. And now I'm here. So I think I'm on hour 9 of casting today, which turns out is a lot. By far the most casting I've ever done at once. So if I seem a little bit tired, please bear with me. I'm definitely doing my best to remain engaged and informative and entertaining in this match. Reaper dead. Oh, Reaper barely escapes. Notices the lack of an expansion. Good scout there. KD8 charge. Whee! Goodbye, Adept. And the forward. Wow, a forward double robo from Casanova. Very interesting. Is this Reaper? Reaper's got to check for other tech. He saw there's nothing in the main and just a cybernetics core and no expansion. That tells him there's something going on. And there is. It's going to be an Immortal push here from Casanova, which I kind of really like a lot. Mini Titan has been known to do this against Terran players as well. All right, so double Immortal here. Reaper could possibly find it if he kept looking, but he's not looking. Wait, he is. He is looking, and I feel like he's going to come over this way eventually. Come on, Reaper. Come on, Reaper. Scout this stuff. Immortal just wandering on up. There are 4 Marines here. Is that enough actually to kill an Immortal? No, no, no. A move. A attack. You got to attack, guys. Reaper coming in the backside too. Is this Immortal going to die? Other Immortal, come assist. Come and assist. UBB in the front. There you go. Good micro. Getting the healthy Immortal in the front here. And again, Marines are going to be your best bet. Honestly, they are. Marines are so good against Immortals. War Prism joining the party? Oh no, Sleepwalking, you're in a lot of trouble now. Double Immortal inside your main base. Do you want the high ground? What do you want to kill here? He seems a little bit indecisive. What do he want to do? Oh, killing the starport? Oh, delaying the starport is a really good thing here too. All right, so just standing right on in. Marines want to kill. Was the Warp Prism going to absorb some shots as well? Look at this micro out of Casanova. I love it. Doesn't lose a single thing. All the Marines are dead. Sleepwalking is in a ton of trouble right now. More Marines are popping out all the time, though. Might one of the Immortals die? Nope. Saving it by lifting it and then landing it very nicely. Tech Lab is going to die. It's going to deny that upgrade. 2 more Immortals joining the party. Unless you get a surround with SCVs here, I just don't know how you're going to win this thing. Not even trying. Not even trying to get the surround here. So 4 Immortals crushing stuff. Sleepwalking in a lot of trouble. Casanova with the Immortal Rush. This is just ridiculous stuff right now. From the Protoss player, the War Prism Micro has been absolutely fantastic as well. I mean, honestly, maybe kill these barracks might not be a bad thing. Oh, there's a Viking out, though. Look at that skin on that Viking. Okay, so War Prism is down, but SCVs are just getting absolutely manhandled right here. A Liberator made it out. How did a Liberator make it out? Oh, he finished building... Well, obviously finished building the starport. I don't know if this is enough, though. I mean, we're down to 4 SCVs. 4 of them. Sure, the Liberator's getting some nice shots off. It's really fantastic of you, Liberator. Nicely done with your crazy Mad Max skin you got going there with extra spikes. Guys, you just stay out of the circles and kill what you can. I think that's what Casanova's new plan is here. Just kill what you can, possibly force this orbital command to lift off, kill the SCVs, getting the gas, kill the refineries. I don't think you need to be moving quite this much, but this is a good place to stand. Factory taking some shots as well. It's just they do so much work. Tank comes out. Tank is alive. Tank is alive, ladies and gentlemen. Who found this? Viking trying to take down the forward robotics facilities. Casanova could make some other stuff, but his micro is just kind of through the roof right now for this guy. He's sitting at 200 APM, which seems probably a little bit higher than he is used to doing. Liberator getting shots off, but it's just, is it enough? I mean, maybe some stalkers. Yes, there we go. Some stalkers being made back home. Another SCV down. I just don't know how Sleepwalking wins this thing. I really don't see it. Goodbye, Viking. Wow. Viking super dead. Getting some observers. Is Casanova possibly worried about Banshees? I just don't know how Sleepwalking comes back from this, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, not... I mean, mules are good. We get it. Mules are very, very good. But, boy. Boy, howdy. All right, so Liberator coming across the map. This is a last-ditch effort from Sleepwalking. He is making some stalkers, which is the correct response here, making additional gateways for some stalkers. Also, a nice correct response. The Immortals are going home. I disagree with that entirely. Why are you going home? You're not going to help with anything here. So 3 stalkers. Oh, 4 stalkers now. Okay, so Casanova, I think, has prepared for the eventuality. Pulling the probes nicely from the main base with the Liberators, trying to do some stuff, but it's just not enough. Okay, I really disagree with sending the Immortals home. They can't help at all about these Liberators. They can do literally nothing. And assisting there, I mean, they can be another target for the Liberators to try and kill, but meanwhile, you're just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. Get out. Get out of the circles. Where's your attention right now? Casanova, disappointed. Dual Stalker trying to find an angle in which to get these guys. Don't walk through, though. Okay. Is there actually not a place to go? Oh, this is crazy. The slow siege forward. Get out of there, Casanova. Get out of there, Stalkers. Don't die. Okay. Lost one. Setting up more and more circles here. Trying to find an angle in which they can attack without dying. More Stalkers in production. Is he getting Warp Gate? Is he even working on it? No, he's not even working on it. Dude, these Immortals, there is no way Sleepwalking should win this game. There's absolutely 0% way this should happen. Okay, Sleepwalking loses a Liberator to a bit of some sloppiness. 2 kills on that Stalker. Did you kill both the Liberators? You did. And that's a good game from Sleepwalking. Sleepwalking's out. Casanova is your winner in 8 minutes and 32 seconds. Good gravy, Miss Maybe. That was a good one. That was a really, really good TVP. Casanova getting the win. Some good Terran representation. And actually, better Protoss representation in this compilation anyway. Okay, that's it for this one. We'll come back with more cheese in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation number 31. This is going to be falconpaladin giving you a game between Primordius and DOA on Eastwatch, the latter edition. In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we've got the red Zerg player. It is DOA. And in the top right-hand corner, it's going to be the blue Zerg player, Primordius. Alright, so a ZVZ edition, this is a top-tier game, according to Jonathan, so we'll see if he is right. He usually is. I gotta say, I don't really regret ever casting a game by Jonathan, so this should be pretty good. Alright, spawning pool first, out of Primordius. Spawning pool first out of DOA. A little bit later from DOA, though. Looked a bit like a 12 pool out of Primordius, whereas closer to 13 or 14 from DOA. And usually this means that DOA is in a better position. I know it's weird, he gets a spawning pool later and he's in a better spot, you say, but yes, he gets more drones out. If he scouts this, I messed up already, says DOA. Oh, maybe that's what it is. But he can scout what's coming and make Zerglings before Primordius can get there and kill him. It's a very interesting aspect of ZVZ that is hard to master, but I think DOA, I honestly think he might be okay. I thought I had an Overlord, but I didn't. Oh, got supply blocked on the first Overlord. I hate that. It just feels like it messes you up for the rest of the game. Does this look extra saturated to you? Like the red is extra red somehow? Kind of feel like it is. The blue, maybe a little bit extra too, but especially the red. It's kind of like a color rush game from the NFL they've done the last couple of seasons where the colors are really saturated and really bad for people who are colorblind, it turns out. Anyway, Primordius going for a Roach Warren. Is this the one base Roach Ravager attack from Primordius? Certainly seems like it could be. And who's expanding but DOA? So Overlord is scouting here on Eastwatch. Got the train tracks. It's kind of fun. It'd be interesting if trains actually came through every once in a while. Look how small these trains are, though. I guess maybe it's to scale. Overlords are really big in canon, as it turns out. All right, so one base in it here. Overlord needs to be in a position to see this, and I'm not... Is it? It is. It's in a perfect position to see this for DOA, so he's going to have to be ready with stuff very, very soon, because roaches are already in production. DOA is making 4 Zerglings, as is tradition, and waiting for that expansion to finish here. Primordius, is he going to get this thing done? With roaches and Ravagers, he's still got gas coming in, which tells me he's going for the Ravager upgrade here for 25 at 75. They are gas heavy, but it increases their range, gives them corrosive bile, and just makes them better in every way than a roach. Overlord scouts in from Primordius. Queen stabbing it, saying, "Get out of my kitchen." Trying to cook in here. Overlord says, "I'm sorry, ma'am. Please just let me go and don't stab me until I die." And the Queen does not. Very nice, Queen. Maybe it can't get there. No, Queen unable to do it. Can't make it happen. DOA, boop, pops the hatchery. Got a million Zerglings here. A million Zerglings. This is a lot of Zerglings for DOA. If you're not going to attack with these, dude, why do you have them? Bring in the drones. It's a drone all in from Primordius. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. Overlord sees this and says, "What the drone train? What the roaches? What the more drone train? Spine crawlers. Now, you got to get some spines up. A bunch of speedlings is really good. Banelings are not... I mean, they might actually help you in just wiping these drones out, and then the lings can finish off the roaches. Either way, dude, DOA's got to do something. You got to make banelings. Okay, trying to toss up spines, but it's late. You should have started those when the army was back here, not when it's almost at your front door. So Primordius might be able to pull this thing off. I mean, I love the couple of banelings that DOA is making right now. Natural base, here's the thing. You just live and you win, because Primordius has brought all of his drones. All of them. He has no drones back home, nor is he making drones back home. He has enough to make them, though, which seems nice. Okay, so a whole bunch of speedlings. I think he's just sacking the natural entirely, buying himself some time for these spine crawlers to finish. He's going to have 3 of them. All right, this is going to be intense. This is going to be intense here. I think the drones want to lead this charge. Yeah, lings. All right, there's the surround. Baneling's getting some... Dude, attack in range of your spines. Dude, you have to attack in range of your spines. This is really nice surround, though. Okay, then decided to attack in range of the spines. All right. That's fair. 2 roaches die almost immediately. Queen's trying to assist as well. Lings joining the party. 6 more lings on the way from DOA. He has income, whereas Primordius does not have income. So I feel like DOA should have this thing. Possible? It's entirely possible. It's just been a while since I've seen an all-in like this work in ZVZ. Is he building his own spine? He's building his own spine in DOA's base, which is amazing. just incredible. But spine. One of the spines do end up going down. Engaging here with his own drones is DOA. Roach is doing a good job kiting back and back, but losing a couple of roaches. Oh, can they get out of that corner? I don't know. Are they going to finish off the spine that's building is the question. Yes, they are. And target firing down the banelings from distances Primordius, but taking a spine as well. I think this is it. I think DOA has held. This is a lot of lings. One roach goes down. Another roach looks like it might go down. The micro is good from Primordius, but final roach is remaining, and that's it. Primordius is out. DOA is victorious, despite the fact that his spine crawlers were late. They got there. They got there eventually. The decision to sacrifice his own natural once he saw the drones were coming was genius as well. And this spine crawler seemed a little superfluous. I don't know that he needed it, but better safe than sorry, I suppose. So great response from DOA. Making it happen, getting a couple banes. Not going crazy with the banelings, recognizing he needed a bunch of lings to deal with the roaches, but at the same time, having some splash for those drones wouldn't hurt either, and it didn't. And it absolutely did not. 2,000 resources lost for Primordius, and close to 2,000 for DOA, but he had 11 drones to 2. And that's a good place to be. Okay, more cheese coming at you from falconpaladin, from cheese compilation number 31 in just a second. Welcome back to cheese compilation number 31 with falconpaladin. This one's going to be a PvP between Protossimus and CDTNXO. CDT. It's going to be CDT versus Protossimus on Neon Violet Square, the latter edition. In the top left-hand corner of the map, it's going to be the red Protoss player, Protossimus. And in the bottom right-hand corner, the blue Protoss player, CTD NXO. I mean, that's going to be an acronym for something, but I don't know. Cats don't think... Nectarine xylophones. Oh man, ending with an O is really hard there. Awesome. Oranges. Cats don't think nectarine xylophones are oranges. That's what it is. That's what it stands for. Got it figured out, guys. Way to go. All right, so probe moving in from CDT, trying to see what's going on in Protossimus' name. I like it. It sounds like a dinosaur. Protossimus, the last dinosaur. Anyway, probe here, trying to pull these other drones off, rather. Not SCVs, they're drones. Drones off to say, you want to get me? You want some of this? No? Yes? No? No. Great. No, it is. Gateway coming in up for Protossimus. And is he going to try to block the expansion is the question. He sort of is, actually. If it's a one-gate expanded, it's not. Cybercore going down first for Protossimus. Actually, double gate just about done here for CDT. And then making his cybernetics core. I mean, I assume that's what we're doing here. CDT, I understand you're engaged in a very interesting micro battle back home, but you got to make some stuff. Oh, zealots? No! Don't make zealots, dude. All right, man. Making zealots, I guess. Crikey. All right. This is going to be an interesting PvP. I know. I get some concerns over time that this isn't GM or pro level cheese. No, it's not. It generally is not. The highest we usually get is Masters and Diamond. But it's creative, man. We see stuff we don't usually see. And sometimes the reaction of lower level players makes games better, in my opinion. Alright, so Protossimus is going for a robotics facility. Meanwhile, back in CDT land, he's just making zealots, man. I don't know. I really don't know what this is. Whoa! Nexus? Nexus being constructed in Protossimus' base here. Protossimus hanging on, defending it. I mean, I guess... the zealot's not a bad idea. Zealot here, if you can get an Immortal out, that'd be beautiful. From Protossimus as well. Is he making his own gateway? He's building his own gateways. Is he trying to block in this robotics facility? It seems real difficult to do. Really, really hard to do. Zealot immediately goes to town on the Nexus, which is always weird to me. Why is there something physical you can hit when something is warping in? Like, why wouldn't his side blade just pass right through whatever the heck that thing is? I don't know, but making an Immortal is Protossimus. I am enjoying this very much indeed. It's going to be a recall of Zealots over here. And you know what? I don't know that Protossimus is ready for this. He has to expect to know what this is, right? He has to know it's going to be a recall of something. He just doesn't know what. Oh, the probe scouted. He knows it's Zealots. Okay, so he knows it's Zealots. So, dude, make some Adepts. Adepts would be really good. Throw up a shield battery or two. That seems also nice. Oh, wait, those are Protossimus' stuff. What was I thinking? I don't know. PvPs are hard for me to figure out. And you got to do the recall now, man. Like, now, man. Okay, maybe not. Dude, is he going to get it? Oh my gosh, just barely at the last second gets it. Brings the probes too. Oh, the Nexus does end up falling here, but so many zealots and so many probes. It is a complete all-in. Out of CDT. Don't attack the buildings. Don't do that. Don't attack the buildings. Oh, messing up the AI here. They're trying to get the Immortal, but they can't because there's probes in the way. Probes fighting. Probes coming from the backside. Shield battery. Okay, there's a shield battery, but it's out of energy is what it is here. It is suddenly 5 probes left for Protoss. Well, they get 3. Gonna lose his guy as well. There's the Immortal. Immortal ends up going down. We still have several zealots inside the base. Probes fighting here too. Protoss microing to within an inch of his life right now. Is it going to be enough? The answer to that question is probably not. Honestly, yeah, getting stuck. Good micro. Oh, juked. Juked out. Trying to get the Artosis pylon here. That's powering a lot of stuff for Protoss. Depowering a couple of the gateways. A couple Stalkers. Again, Stalkers trying to do this, but this is just prolonging the inevitable. I would say there's just no chance, man. No chance for Protoss, and that's it. Good game from Protoss. He's defeated. CDT is your winner today. Cats don't think. Nectarine xylophones or oranges is your victor with a probe zealot. Recall all in, man. That was it. He didn't have enough money to make another probe. Didn't have any probes back home. Either he wins or he dies. And that is true cheese. Okay, more cheese on the way from Falcon Paladin in just a second. Cheese compilation number 31 will continue with a game between Johnny Bucks and Smitty here on Eastwatch the Ladder Edition. In the top right hand corner of the map, we're going to have the red Protoss player. His name is Smitty. And in the bottom left hand corner, the blue Protoss player, it is Johnny Bucks. Alright, so Johnny Bucks versus Smitty here for you today. Another PvP, another one chosen by Jonathan. Should be an excellent time, a good ride for everybody involved. Let's see who the cheeser is going to be. Let's play that game. Let's play that game of who it's going to be. But in the meantime, quick plug for the Patreon. If you enjoy Falcon Paladin content, whether StarCraft or not, you can find me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Feel free to support me for as little as $1 a month or $0 if that's all you feel like doing. I totally understand that as well, but just want to make sure that you are aware we have different tiers of available content. Co-op Let's Play with Wade and myself available to anybody who is pledging at least $1 a month to either the podcast, which there's a link in the description to that one, free podcast, the Falcon Paladin Hour, or to the channel. Both available that way. For $5 a month, you get access to a Q&A that I do whenever I get a bunch of questions. Again, if you're a patron at that level, $5 or more, feel free to put some questions in. I don't think I'm going to do one for February because nobody's asked me anything, but feel free to do so. We'll get one for March possibly. $10 a month, I'll cast one of your games a month, which we actually do have some coming. Got some patron casts here for the month of February, possibly into March as well, so very excited for those. Anyway, patreon.com/FalconPaladin. All right, who's this going to be? We're going to have Cybercore with a gateway. One gateway by Smitty. What you doing, Smitty? You look very suspicious, Smitty, with this probe. Probe's probably just scouting, though. You just scouting, dude? If I had to guess that's what you're doing, I would guess that's what you're doing. Thinking about it? Trying to block off the attempt to expand here by Johnny Bucks. Johnny Bucks does not take kindly to that. Does end up stabbing the enemy probe in the face. Johnny Bucks is tossing down a forward pylon. Ooh, and he chases. Yeah, go back in, Smitty. See if there's an expansion coming down, because if there's not, you got to be ready for it, man. Got to be ready. Johnny Bucks has adepts ready to go, but they are supply blocked. Not anymore. Not anymore supply blocked as this pylon ends up finishing. So a couple of adepts from Johnny Bucks. I feel like Johnny Bucks is going to be our cheeser for today. And robotics facility. Okay, so we've seen this. We've seen forward robo facilities against Terran already, but we'll see how it does against Protoss. It's just that Immortals are so good against Protoss in pretty much every situation because Stalkers are so heavily featured in PvP, and Immortals just tear through them like they're made of tissue paper. And it's going to be interesting. A Stargate, though. Stargate, pretty darn good answer to anything that can come out of this robotics facility. Colossus, Disruptors, and Immortals. None of them can shoot up, so having a Void Ray would really be worth its weight in gold right now for Smitty, but he doesn't know that. He does not know that's what he needs. Adept's trying to harass a little bit. Adepts say, we can take this Stalker. We can take him. Let's take a look and see. Can we? Oh, Sonic transferring up. Finishing that transfer. Might be trapped a little bit here. Good just going after probes right now. Oh, missed. Did you try to get a probe there and miss? Possibly. Very possible. Oh, probe's going for the surround. Just killing one makes it a little bit easier. And one more probe goes down for a total of 3 lost, but no big deal. Honestly, no big deal. It is going to be Immortals. Okay, so Immortals in production here for Johnny Bucks. A Phoenix, maybe not a great choice. Although if you can lift the Immortals, the Stalkers can hit them from the ground without getting smashed on. So that might actually be a pretty good combination for Smitty here. Yeah, Stalker versus Stalker. Johnny Bucks is trying to go up and join his friend, the Immortal. Another Stalker's here for Johnny Bucks too. Did he warp this one in? No, his warp gate is... It's not done. He must have walked it over. Or just made it, I guess, from this forward one. Okay, so there we go. Lifting the Stalker. But the Immortal's the problem here. Oh, not enough energy. Not enough energy to throw down the Graviton Beam. Oh, this is really strong from Johnny Bucks. Coming in with the Stalker and the Immortal. Goodbye forward pylon, which is probably not your target priority here. Yeah. One more shot on that Stalker. It is dead. Warping in a couple more, but man, how many Stalkers does it take to equalize a single Immortal is the question. Why are you going home? No, 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 no. Kill stuff, man. Kill some of these probes. Kill this expansion. You can do it, I believe. You have enough for the beam yet? No. No beam yet. Oh, he did make a Void Ray. He did make a Void Ray. Void Ray! That's why there are Stalkers with Johnny Bucks, though. Is he going to have enough is the question. His Warp Gate is not done either, so any Stalkers he brings is going to be very hard for them. Here's the engagement. And no, 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 Void Ray. Void Ray, take down the Immortals. Why are you killing the Stalker? I guess killing the Stalkers means that the Immortals are pretty much toast. So that's fair, I suppose. Using Prismatic Alignment on them, forcing them away. Yeah, this Void Ray is key for keeping Smitty alive right now. A couple Stalkers, another one joining the party. Warp Gate is done. Could make some Warp Gates. Could warp in some dudes. All right, so 3 Stalkers and a couple Immortals versus a couple Stalkers. A Void Ray. Man, are you trying to... I don't know if you want to chase that thing down is the question, but it doesn't really matter. The Stalkers are gone. You have 2 Stalkers and a couple Immortals here. Just going to town on this natural base of Smitty. Goodbye, Captain Pylon. And are you just being so cautious, Johnny Bucks? Just being so very cautious, Mr. Johnny Bucks. I mean, these Immortals have just been crushing it. 3 kills, 4 kills already on them. Void Ray trying to kill the Stalkers. Good micro, but another huge group of Stalkers joins the party. The Void Ray is gone. Another Void Ray remains, but is it enough? Probably not. It is absolutely not. Lifting the lifting the Immortal, interesting choice. I don't know if that was the correct one in that particular situation, but it was a choice nevertheless. Natural base for Smitty, I think, is just in ruins. More Stalkers joining the party. This is a really, really intense PvP. The reinforcements for Smitty have been pretty good. But again, this Immortal already has 5 kills. Just does 50 damage per shot against these poor Stalkers. Really can't stand up to it. Coming up the ramps, Johnny Bucks is feeling so darn confident. Just ridiculous amounts of confidence today. Oh my gosh, that Artosis Pylon. That Artosis Pylon. Depowering Stargate, 3 Warp Gates, and the Cybernetics Core. Oh man, reinforcements for Smitty are going to be in a lot of trouble. There's a Void Ray stuck in Eternal Production. It's not going to work out well for him either. Stalkers chasing home. Stalkers chasing home. More Stalkers showing up for Johnny Bucks, though. The Immortal getting target fired. Already has 9 kills. Oh man. Oh, wait. I get taken down by probes. Oh, the ignominy. Nope, still alive. 12 kills on this dude. We're gonna absolutely follow him for the time being. Wow, dude has 13 kills. 17 to 25 harvesters. This is hard fought, man. This is really, really hard fought stuff between these 2 players. Gonna go up the ramp. Possibly Immortal Stalker versus Immortal Stalker. And that's it. Good game from Smitty. Smitty's defeated, and Johnny Bucks is victorious in 7 minutes and 40 seconds and still wants to kill stuff. Perhaps he needs the XP. No, he does not. He has a left to the game as well. Woo. I know I said this before, but man, that was hard fought. That was just a game that Both players really scratched and scrabbled and fought for. 5,000 resources lost for Smitty. Johnny Bucks closer to 3,200. So, fair. Seems fair enough. The Immortal, again, this guy carrying the weight of the team pretty much. 13 kills alone. 18 Stalkers died for Smitty compared to 15 for Johnny Bucks. Lost a couple Void Rays, lost 17 probes. Yeah, that's going to be it. Okay, one more game for the Cheese compilation. Then we're going to call it a wrap. It's going to be a good one, I hope. But we'll check it out soon. In just a second, in fact. Welcome to the final entry of the Cheese compilation number 31 with Falcon Paladin. It's going to be a game between 0-0 and Renas here on Catalyst, the Ladder Edition. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we've got the red Terran player. It is 0-0. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it's going to be the blue Protoss player, Renas. I kind of feel like that's vaguely vulgar, but I don't know how else to pronounce it. Renas, possibly, but that's double S, man. That's not how English works. We'll call him Ren. Ren versus 0-0 here, TVP. Again, sent to be a falconpaladin at gmail.com with the subject of something along those lines. All right. Well, cheese. Anyway, I guess quick plug for me casting for Gauntlet. If you want to watch me cast live StarCraft 2, I do it every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/GauntletSC2. We have a nice little parade of pro players come through there. Lozero's been there. Lozera. I say Lozero because I'm looking at 0-0. Lozero's been through. We've had Snoot. We've had Sort of. We've had Neeb and Scarlet. We've had Special come in as well. So, I mean, just a fantastic parade of incredible players. If you want to come watch me cast with somebody else, just Jordan, for the Gauntlet SC2 crew, again, every Sunday at 6 p.m. Put it on your calendar. Come stop by. Come say hello. It's a really great time. We had some ridiculous games. Last Sunday, just a couple of days ago. Parting actually came. Parting showed up. Actually got beat in the third round, which was very surprising. I thought he'd make it to the final, but no, he did not. So surprises abound in these tournaments for sure. Have I mentioned today how much I love this skin for Protoss? I know I've probably said it 18,000 times, but I haven't in this cast yet. So just the orange, man. The orange and just the sparks and the animation style is pretty. It just makes me feel pretty. Oh, is it Three-rax Reaper from 0-0? Yep, double gas back home. Three-rax going for them Reapers. 2 in production. Wait, what was that? That was an SCV, right? Yeah, that's a drilling claw. That's a drilling claw. Oh, he ran in range of the cannon. There's a cannon here for Renas. Interesting that Ren would build a cannon in that location. That makes it actually a little bit harder for these Reapers to do what they got to do. Although they can sit back here and pretty much wreck the mineral line without the cannon ever touching them. So maybe a weird place for the cannon. I like that it's here, but the placement is just not going to be as effective as it needs to be very soon, mind you, for Renas. So here we go. A Reaper 1 and 2 here. Are they waiting for a third? I guess 2 isn't too weird, right? Hopping up inside the main base in the same spot, coming back around the backside. Is there anything here? There is a Stalker in production. Probes pulling back to where the cannon is. One probe does end up going down. The Reapers are pretty content to just make sure the probes can't mine at all. KD8 charge. Whee! 3 of the probes do end up going. Another one dead. Another one. Another KD8 charge. Man alive. Throwing them down. Where are the probes? I think you have to fight, probes. I think you have to fight. Or at least work. You really just can't sit here and do nothing. I strongly feel that is the case. Sitting there doing nothing is against the code of the probes. Get to work. I know you're awesome looking, but you still have to work. Okay, good. They are doing that. They're absolutely doing that there. Reapers. Whoop. Goodbye probe. Additional ones showing up here. 5. It's pretty scary for this here Stalker. I know you're good against Reapers, but not when you're outnumbered 5-1. That is the traditional way of doing things. Stalker ends up going down. That's a great death animation too. Another one pops out. KD8 charges assisting and whoop, gets blown into the sky and exploded. Trying to throw a cannon down. Probably should have done this a while ago. If you're Ren, are you seriously? What are you attacking? This gateway? I mean, okay, I guess. This pylon would be a great pylon to kill, but there's still this one backing up a little bit. Well, KD8 charging himself a tiny bit here. 3 more Reapers joining the party. 3 more Reapers in production. There's the pylon. Pylon down, depowering this gateway. I mean, cannon finishes. Are the probes protected? No, they're not, because this cannon's not powered. No, probe deaths. Oh my gosh. No, don't. No, it's too late to fight. You can't fight now. Oh my goodness, that was bad. Probe's down. Cannon down. KD8 charge. And Reaper's finishing them off. I know there's a cannon, but the Reapers don't care. They'll kill every one of your probes. Two more remaining. Where are they? Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Boop. Down to one. Here? Oh, this probe. Is this probe trying to do stuff? I know you can do stuff, probe. I really am unconvinced. Yeah, Ren's toast. I don't even know what he's looking at. There's a good game. Good game from Ren. 0-0 wins in 4 minutes and 56 seconds. And you get a Terran win with a 3-rax Reaper rush against Protoss. Something you don't see all the time anymore. Anyway, it was very, very popular for a good length of time, but kind of seems to have fallen out of favor. Okay, that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another 9 hours of streaming and casting on a Sunday. No, with yet another cheese compilation, number 31. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you being here. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate your support. I promise I do. And you take care of yourself.